those of you tuning in, welcome, my friend. If you're watching the recording of this video, you are in the right place. We're excited to share with you some important information about this EazyBot launch. My name is Brent Blaze. I'm representing a community of incredible national directors that have chosen to step up here and take this product and this company to the world. And I'm just a voice of many here that is just going to be your host for this call, but we've got some incredible speakers. You're going to meet from the owners of the company. You're going to get to hear the real long-term vision that they have for this, because the further into the future you can see, the better your short-term decisions will be. And we're going to share with you some realistic expectations and how to prepare your mind for the months, the years, and the decades to come with this incredible project. So EazyBot is a solution to a growing pain or a growing problem in the marketplace. There's a huge emerging market, as you know, cryptocurrency, but some people don't know where to start. And one of the great things about EazyBot is it removes the geek requirement, and it allows you to sidestep what can be a pretty steep learning curve for a lot of people. With a one-click strategy, with a proven trading tool that you can deploy, it can start trading for you as you earn and learn your way in this cryptocurrency and navigate what can sometimes be quite a shark-infested waters, because 99% of what you see out there is designed to take your money from you. With EazyBot, your money always remains 100% in your own control, and it will remain that way. It's a very incredibly powerful tool that you can share with anybody, that you can feel good about sharing. But if you simply want to use it as a trading tool, you're going to get to hear from the mind behind the software, how this company came to be. You're going to hear some, as mentioned before the recording started, some incredible updates here and announcements, and you're going to hear all about what's going on and been going on in the background. You'll hear from Breezy and Peter in terms of support. You're going to hear from David Charles and Ken Chick as well. So with that said, my friends, the first speaker that we have for you here today is somebody that I've really grown to admire over the last couple of months as I've gotten to know him. He's an incredible heart-centered servant leader that puts people before money. You hear that in every time he speaks. An incredible person that I'm honored to lock arms with and build this project with. And that man is Ken Chick. Now, for those of you that don't know, Ken Chick is our co-founder and international sales director for the company. And he's going to share with you some insight into his own trading journey and how EazyBot is such an incredible solution for what most traders experience on their journey to becoming a successful trader. And he's also going to share with you some of the backstory of how EazyBot came to be. So take the mic, my friend.
Brent, thank you. You're amazing. For you guys that haven't got a chance to meet Brent, he found us about 4 weeks ago. He has just stepped up to the plate and is doing such a phenomenal job in just not only building a team, but supporting his team with great video content and other content. Guys, are we on speaker view right now? Because I see Brent in the middle. I just wanted to make sure that we were on speaker view, just for the recording, that's all. But wow, what a journey this has been. I'm so grateful and so thankful to be a part of this. As Brent said, about a year ago or so, we had the opportunity to introduce a trading bot to the West. I was called by a really good friend of mine in Taiwan, Paul, who I believe is on the call right now. But Paul reached out to me and he started sending me screenshots of what this particular bot was doing. And I'd worked with bots, as Brent said. I traded full time. I had 13 screens in front of me. I'll talk about that in a minute. But I had also been working with companies that were trying to develop bots, and I never saw a working bot. The thing that I did see, though, is a lot of scams in this space. And, you know, I think most of us that have been in this space for any length of time have been snookered into one of those. My last go at that was 2017. I made a commitment that I would never do another one of them, and I haven't since then. I just couldn't look at myself in the mirror at the heartbreak that these programs created. And what it was, though, is the owners or the people who never made themselves known created a phenomenal story, and they had distributors share that story. And as great as that story was, or however it looked, and I looked at hundreds of these things, I'm telling you right now, guys, if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it ain't an eagle. So we learned to stay away from that and only introduce good, solid programs. Paul was cut from the same cloth that I was. I won't go into any more details, but we had the opportunity to introduce a working bot to the Western world. And the challenges, though, was when the market turned at that time back in February, the market was screaming. It was going awesome. But in May, it turned, and it took about a 55% drop. It went from 69,000 down to 29,000. I think it was about a 55% drop. Now it's back, rising back up. But we're talking almost a year now that this is taking place. What happened with that bot was that we found ourselves in a position where our bot had used up. It was trading USDT against the other pairs or against the other tokens. And this was something I've learned as I was day trading cryptocurrency, that trading a stable coin against the volatile coins was the best way to trade. So when Paul sent that out to me and he explained it to me, I said, okay, this we're already off to a good start. I started using the bot. The bot did phenomenal. But when the market turned, they had us trading more aggressively than we should have, and the parameters of that bot were not set up to withstand that type of a drop in the market. And the good thing about it was spot trading, coin for coin. So no one lost their assets. The value of their assets went down just like the rest of the world. Some people left because they didn't want to just hold. We were hodling. But there were a core of us that believed in this type of trading. Number one, no one was touching our assets. We weren't turning our money over or our tokens over or coins over to some known entity. They were right in our exchange. And this is why I really believed in this. And so when the market turned, though, we were hodling just like the rest of the world. But that wasn't good enough. We wanted to be back in. We wanted to be back into positive trades. And Muhammad Ali, who was on my team, he's an engineer by trade. He's a mathematical genius. You guys will get a chance to meet him if you haven't met him already. He began on his own to look at how this bot was designed to be customizable. The bot was customizable. And so what he did is he began to, on his own, work with the customizable parameters that we had. And within a short time, he figured out a strategy for that bot to get everybody unstuck and back into profitable trades. Now, what he did is there was no customer support in Asia, so we created our own customer support. We had a daily support call, a Zoom call every day at 2 p.m., 5 days a week. Muhammad came into the group. He showed what he had done, and then he started training our support team and got everybody unstuck. At the same time, he was reaching out to corporate in China. They wouldn't respond. He needed a few more parameters that he could customize. And there was no response from corporate in China. And on the other side of that, the comp plan was dismal, to say the least. I'm sorry. And so I had submitted to Paul a comp plan change suggestion and never heard back from him. Well, at the same time, we had some investors that were using the bot that Muhammad helped them get unstuck and back into positive trades. They approached us and said, if you would like to approach Muhammad, if you would like to design your own bot, we'll financially fund you. And so nothing that we did was any major effort other than our own customer support. Breezy and Peter headed that up, and they had a support team, Doris and Edwidge, and there were several more that were helping in that room. Thank God for people that had the foresight to see where this could go, even though we hadn't planned on developing our own bot. And for time's sake, guys, let me share something with you. One of the reasons I love this is because I sat in front of computers for hours and hours and hours. I had 13 screens opened up to me. I had my Bitcoin chart Chromecast into my bedroom at night looking for entry points. And to have a bot do what I was doing 24/7 and do it better than I was doing, and a small fee of 20%, myself and many other pro traders would give their right arm for that. And when I saw this, and then we developed our own, and ours is working beautifully right now, guys. You guys are all going to love it. We've got almost 500 people on the call right now. You guys are positioned right now to literally change the lives of everyone you touch with this bot. Here's what I love about it. I'm going to turn it over to our next speaker here, who is a dear friend of mine. Listen, our bot, our product, we are a product-driven company, not a greed-driven company. We are a product-driven company. But we put people before profit, guys. All the decisions we make come out of a servant leadership heart. We are in your corner, and we are here to help in every way we can. Don't take advantage of that, though, guys. We are working night and day. Every little tiny challenge will be solved here very, very shortly. Let David explain that. But the reason I love this is because the bot, just the bot alone, could help somebody become financially free and independent. Now, if you want to combine our comp plan with that, you'll just get there quicker. And that's all there is to it. Our next speaker is a dear friend of mine who came into the other software with us. And I had produced training videos and steps on how to get this bot up and running, and money in the bot and all of that, so we can get this thing going, so I can open up the bottleneck. David came in and did something so much more professional than what I put together. And we became very close friends. He became an incredible servant leader to the team. And man, when we were looking at doing our own bot, one of the first persons I called was David. I said, David, you got to come on board with this. This is going to be explosive, bro. So David came on board. He is now our COO, our Chief Operating Officer. He has been in Dubai since late February, since we had our pre-launch extravaganza. And I'm going to tell you, this guy has worked night and day, and there's no one else that I would feel more comfortable with at the helm of the COO than this man right here. David, come on in, brother. I love you more than Bitcoin and pizza combined.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Feeling is mutual. Thank you so much. And that's such an amazing story. I know we told that story a number of times, and it's always really interesting and really exciting, actually, to relive that experience from this perspective. When you're in the middle of something, oftentimes it's difficult to appreciate exactly what it will mean to you in any given moment. We went through some challenges, we've gone through some ups and downs, and it's really kind of indicative of this entire space of crypto. For a lot of you guys, for a lot of us that have been exploring, that have been on this journey of cryptocurrency, one of the things that's common about that experience is that you get some bumps and bruises along the way. There isn't a really good roadmap that tells you how to stay out of the dark corners and stay away from some of the things that can get you hurt. And with all great intentions, you can find yourself in some really difficult situations. What happened in the last year that was really amazing, however, is that even though we went through some challenges, we developed something that was so important that was really the relationships. We found commonality in our desire to serve and to be of service to others. And really, that is the foundation of what we're going to talk about here today. We're going to spend some time talking about EazyBot, obviously. And we're going to talk to you about why it's special, why we're excited about it, why we believe it's going to be transformative in the crypto space. But I think it's really very important, the story that Coach Ken just shared, because what he's telling you is a story about people. And at the end of the day, we're a company that believes in people. And as we go through our mission and our vision, you'll get a better sense of that. And I think it's important because you'll understand why the approach has been taken, that we've taken in terms of how the bot functions and how you can participate in using it and in sharing it. So I want to start, before we actually go into the presentation on EazyBot itself, I want to share something that that came from a report on crypto.com. This was a report, they've been doing this report now since, I think it was like 3 or 4 years. And I just want to read this, from this executive summary from crypto.com. And this is important because I want everybody here to understand the stage that has been set for the market that we're talking about in cryptocurrency. I know a lot of us, a lot of you, some of those of you who are listening or watching this video are brand new to cryptocurrency. And maybe some of you have been exploring for just a little while, but you haven't quite grasped exactly how massive this potential marketplace is. And so I think crypto.com did an amazing job in summarizing that in their research. And so I'm going to read a couple of these bullet points from their executive summary. They say, we expect the number of global crypto owners to reach 1 billion by the end of 2022. That's this year. Global, in case you didn't know, global crypto population has increased by 178% in 2021, rising from 106 million in January to 295 million in December. Guys, I want to pause right there for just a moment, and I want you to grasp those numbers for just a second. 106 million users, crypto users in January of last year. We're talking about a 900 million increase per user increase by the end of 2022, 24 or so months later. That's the market that we're in. And we're still very, very early. This is a massive emerging market. The overall adoption growth in the second half of 2021 is 37.5%, 13% higher than the same period in 2020, 33.3%, suggesting an accelerated adoption rate year on year. Unlike the trend of the first half of 2021, Bitcoin drove the growth and outperformed Ethereum adoption in the latter half. Bitcoin also gained market share during Q3 from altcoins. The point here that I want all of us to appreciate is that this is an explosive, massive marketplace. There are 900 million people entering into this marketplace in a 24-month period, and it's still a very early space. It's still in its infancy. It's still very difficult for people to figure out. And so what we're going to talk about here today is a solution that is going to help create ease for people that are trying to figure out the crypto space. So I want to jump into our presentation and share a little bit more about that solution with you. Today, we're going to be talking about EazyBot. We're going to give you a presentation and discussion on how we are reshaping the future of crypto trading. Now, before we get into things, let's cover a little bit of business here, and we'll read our disclosure. All information presented here is for informational purposes only. Presenters are not financial advisors. All presenters' opinions are their own and is not intended to be used as a substitute for financial investment advice. Past results are not indicative of future results. So with that being said, I want to tell you a little bit more about our story. Now, we touched on this for just a moment, but this is such an important part of who we are and where we're going. So let me tell you, it's inspired by a quote from the great Albert Einstein, who says that we cannot solve our problems with the same level of thinking that created them. So let's paint that picture. What do we mean when we say crypto made easy? For us, it's more than a catchy slogan. This is our mantra and it is our story. You see, for too many people, crypto is hard. It can be difficult to learn, confusing to understand, and it's laden with risk. EazyBot, however, was born from this struggle. During the spring of 2021, our CEO and founder, Muhammad Ali, he was confronted with these realities. Having stumbled through his own challenges and some losses, he saw the potential of an automated crypto trading platform. He was introduced to a solution that performed well at first, but as the market took a massive drop in the spring, everything changed. He and some of those that he introduced to the platform were no longer experiencing the best of crypto. and no longer making profits. Well, he was unwilling to allow his friends to sit in frustration and panic, so Muhammad went to work for 4 weeks. He leaned into his professional training as an engineer and his passion for numbers, and he began developing a strategy that eventually would allow them to see their trades and their portfolios begin to grow and perform once again. Over the following few months, that winning strategy evolved, even beyond the capabilities of that platform. And this is where the vision for EazyBot was born. EazyBot is special for all kinds of reasons that we'll talk about here today. It's powered by amazing technology and a brilliant strategy. However, for us, what makes EazyBot the most special is that it's designed for people and for the problems that we desire to solve. We believe that crypto is the future, and it doesn't have to be hard, so we made it easy. All right. Welcome to the EazyBot corporate offices and our CEO and founder, Muhammad Ali. I want to pause here for just a moment because Muhammad is traveling and I want to give him an opportunity if he's in the room. If somebody can let me know. If Muhammad's in the room, I'd love for him to just pop in, say a couple of words if he's in a position to do so. And if not, we'll keep it moving. But somebody let me know if this is a good time for Muhammad to come on in.
David, I'm trying to search for his name. All the people coming in, which we love, is keeps pushing
Muhammad,
us up back to the top.
If you're there, raise your hand.
You can raise your hand. Yes, perfect. Thank you.
All right. At any time, Muhammad, of course, you can jump in. We know that you're in motion, so I'm going to keep moving forward. Guys, just stop me if you see Muhammad. I can't see the participants. But what you're seeing here is Muhammad in our corporate offices. Actually, that's where I am right now. And you know what we were doing here, what you see him pointing to, we'll actually talk about that for just a little bit. And it's such an important part of who we are as a company that's worth jumping into. We like to start this discussion about who EazyBot is by talking about things that are important to us, like our mission. Our mission, as we see crypto, and as we talked about this report from crypto.com, is we recognize that the world of crypto is changing, or the world around us is changing, and crypto is influencing and impacting that in a massive and major way. And we want to accelerate an easy transition into crypto for everybody by providing an opportunity to everyone. Our vision is to create a bridge to the future through technology and crypto. Now, our values, there's the things that we believe in, things that we believe that we'll deliver through our product and deliver through the experience that you have in our product. That's service, integrity, trust, respect, leadership, commitment, patience, quality, gratitude, and consistency. So EazyBot is an automated crypto trading platform, and it is ideal for brand new investors, and it's perfect for those of you who might be advanced traders. Let's talk a little bit about why EazyBot is special. Really, in summary, EazyBot puts you in total control. It allows you to create consistent, profitable returns. You can trade crypto confidently, build passive income. You can withdraw your profits at any time, and you don't need to have any experience at all to get the best out of EazyBot. Now, the shining star of EazyBot is something we call our one-click strategy. Our one-click strategy allows you to set up EazyBot so that you don't have to be an expert in order to trade like one. Listen, whether you're a beginner in crypto or an advanced user, there is no need for you to spend countless hours tinkering with parameters, and settings, and strategies. With EazyBot's proven one-click trading strategy, you can be up and running, closing profitable trades in no time. Now, here's the challenge that a lot of bots and a lot of traders face, especially in crypto, is that crypto markets are really volatile, and we can see massive drops in the market in any given day. And so EazyBot's designed to continue to perform even in a 50% or more market drop. You are actually able to watch your profits continue to go up even when the market is going down. The crypto markets are incredibly volatile. And even when there are drops of 50% or more, EazyBot is intelligently designed to continue to trade and make profits for you. No need to sit around and wait for the market to correct. EazyBot is closing trades and profit continually, even during the most severe drops. And of course, the most important thing here is that EazyBot never closes on a losing trade. There are only profitable trades ever. EazyBot's intelligently programmed to respond to any market condition, keeps you safe from the worst possible scenario, which is taking losses. With EazyBot in control, you'll never have to worry about taking a losing trade ever again. Now, automatic compounding is easy. You can accelerate your earnings and do it on autopilot. With EazyBot's automatic compounding feature, you'll be able to grow your crypto earnings faster than ever. EazyBot will take all the funds that it earns for you and automatically add them to the calculations of available funds for future trades. Guys, you ever heard the story of whether you would take $1 million or you'd take a penny doubled every day for the next 365 days? The answer to that might not seem obvious if for the first time you heard that question, but after you've heard it and you understand the math, you understand the power of compounding. That's what that story drives home. The massive amount of growth that you experience when you're able to add earnings on top of earnings, growth on top of growth. That's what EazyBot's doing for you, and it's doing it automatically in the background. Now, one penny added to another penny in day 1 and day 2 doesn't seem like a whole lot. Day 3, you got 4 pennies. Day 4, you've got 8 pennies. But allow that to continue to compound, and the numbers become astronomical in no time. And that's why patience is so important. But listen, for our advanced traders, we haven't left you out. We made this super, super easy for our beginners and those who don't want to spend a lot of time becoming experts. But for those of you who enjoy trading and who enjoy the market and are just looking for a tool to help you get out of in front of those screens, like Coach Ken mentioned, and allow you to execute your strategy using this really powerful software, you're going to be happy to know that you can have your strategy and be in total control. See, with EazyBot's numerous customizable settings, you are always in total control of your trading strategy. Whether you're day trading, scalping, or just tinkering, EazyBot puts you in the driver's seat with the ability to modify existing strategies or completely create your own. All right, so at this point, we want to help you get started with EazyBot. And getting started is easy. Start trading with EazyBot for free. Let me just jump through here and make it really simple for you. Create your EazyBot account for free. Step 1. Open and connect to your crypto account. Step 2. And then you start trading with our one-click strategy. Step 3. Easy as can be. So let's talk about what EazyBot gives you in summary. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What's special about the crypto markets is they never close. So you get the opportunity to be in the market all the time. Never miss an opportunity. 24/7, EazyBot's running for you. Easy one-click strategy settings. You don't have to spend hours, minutes, days, weeks, or months trying to figure out the best possible strategy. It's already designed to keep you in profitable trades, and you can set it up in no time. For our advanced traders, you can absolutely customize EazyBot. You can automatically compound your earnings. So you're not just making profitable trades passively, but you're compounding them so your growth is faster. And guys, it doesn't matter whether you have a large investment or you have a small investment to get started. EazyBot's perfect to help you grow your portfolio. Doesn't matter where you get started, but it does matter that you do get started. And the best part of all is that you can get started for free. That's right, absolutely free. In fact, let's talk about what our packages look like. We have 3 different offers for you, 3 different packages that can get you started with EazyBot. The first one is, you guessed it, it's free. Free forever. Absolutely nothing. There's a 30% software service fee for every profitable trade that is closed. EazyBot gets 30%. EazyBot makes $1 for you. You keep 70 cents, EazyBot gets 30 cents for the effort. Here's what else you get. You get to trade 2 coins. You get to do that on one exchange. You get access to the one-click strategy setup. We do group support calls to support you, guides and tutorials for you as well. And you get access to our amazing affiliate program. And to support that affiliate program, you get access to our professional marketing and training app. Now, our advanced package is for those who would like a little bit more diversity. You want to trade more coins. You'd like to pay a little bit less in fees. That package is $250. It's annual, and you only pay a 20% software service fee here. So if EazyBot makes you $1, you keep 80 cents. EazyBot gets 20%, 20 cents for its effort. What else you get? Again, 10 coins that you can trade, up to 2 exchanges that you can trade on as well, and all the same features that you got in our free package. The one-click strategy, setup, support calls, trainings, guides, tutorials, earn as an affiliate in our amazing affiliate program, and a professional marketing app. Now, for those who are our advanced traders and those who want absolute diversity, you get access to all the coins in EazyBot when you choose our VIP package. It's $9.95 annually. You also only pay the 20% software service fee per trade. You get all the coins and you get up to 5 different exchanges that you can trade on, and all the features in our advanced package, plus one-on-one support. So for some of you, don't want to sit in a group support call, you like to have somebody that can support you one-on-one, our advanced package is for you. So we've got you covered no matter where you're starting, where you're coming into this industry, into crypto. You want to just figure it out, start with our free package. You've got it figured out and you want to get going super fast, choose our advanced package or our VIP package. Doesn't matter where you start, but it does matter that you do get started. Now, one of the things that I think is super important for everybody to understand is where your money goes. Now, there's 2 different places. We can talk about the distribution of funds. So your trading funds here are going to go to your exchange. We've got 2 different exchanges as of today in our pre-launch, and actually today is our full-scale launch. We've got 2 different exchanges for you to choose from, Coinbase Pro and Binance.com. So your trading funds, the money that EazyBot trades for you, goes into an exchange. The funds you want to trade with go there, and EazyBot never actually touches those funds. So how does EazyBot actually make you money? Well, the API connection that's provided by the exchange allows EazyBot to connect its software to their software. And then it opens and closes trades for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Never actually touches your funds, has no permission to withdraw funds from your exchange account. So you remain in total control of your assets at all times. You can stop trading at any time. You can withdraw your profits at any time. You are in 100% total control. Nobody at EazyBot ever gets access to your money. Now, you've got software subscription fees that we talked about. And since EazyBot cannot pull funds out of your exchange account, there's some money that goes to EazyBot, and that is to cover your subscriptions, the packages that we just talked about. If you want to upgrade to an advanced package or a VIP package, well, that goes to EazyBot. If you are, and of course, we also create a small wallet for the software service fees because we can't pull them out of your exchange. So that gets set up in a wallet in EazyBot. That's it. Everything else that you're trading, your funds that EazyBot's trading for you in the exchange, you want to upgrade your package, cover your software service fees, that goes to EazyBot. Easy peasy. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the story of EazyBot. We've got all kinds of things that we are so excited to share with you that are coming. I'm going to step out of the way. I'm going to ask Brent to come back in here. And before we jump into a Q&A, I think we have a couple amazing announcements, some exciting things that are happening that we want to share with you and celebrate with you today. Brent?
Thanks so much, David. That was incredible. And again, just like Ken, it's an honor to be working with you and locked arms with you on this project. Just so you know, guys, we do a lot of due diligence and research before we share opportunities with our community because they trust our discernment. So we are very selective. Myself and my business partner met with David actually about third quarter of last year. We resonated with him. We had great energy, great vibe. We knew we wanted to work together. He informed us of this, what was coming to fruition here with EazyBot, and they're right on schedule. So we love how they operate. We've seen them in action, transparent ownership, incredible company. So thanks very much, David, for that. It's an honor to work with you. So
here,
yeah, we have some exciting announcement, and the first person I want to call out is heading up marketing, and that is Vineet. Some of you may have noticed that the front door to EazyBot has been officially published. It's beautiful, streamlined website. And I'd just like Vineet to come out and say a few words about that and a couple of things about what you can expect in terms of marketing here as we roll out through the phases with EazyBot, for those of you especially that perhaps want to share EazyBot with others. Welcome to the call, Vineet.
Hi, thank you so much, Brent. Hello to the whole community. I'm so excited. I feel like we gave birth. For the past several months, our team has been working diligently on the new website, all the interfaces. When you use EazyBot, all the screens that you see, the buttons that you're pushing, we designed those things for EazyBot. We're super proud of how it came out, the logo, the branding. And now what you haven't seen yet and you're about to see are, this website plus sales funnels that are being replicated and cloned for all of you, so that when you sign up for EazyBot for free, you get to share these funnels and these websites with other people. And as soon as, by introducing them and by sharing these funnels, you have a unique referral link, so that when you share this opportunity with people, whether they buy right now, they don't buy right now, they start, it doesn't matter, because that lead is tagged to you. And so if in 6 months later, that person starts to trade with EazyBot, you will start earning from EazyBot. And all of that stuff is tracked in a marketing app that we've built for the community. This is a very, very powerful tool. And we're going to teach you guys how to use it all for free. So I'm super excited. We haven't slept much in the past few months. We haven't, it's been crazy, but I feel like I feel like we gave birth, and we have an amazing new baby. So thanks for allowing me to be a part of this amazing community. I'm super grateful.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, Vineet. Yeah, the website truly does reflect the simplicity and the removal of the geek requirements, so that we can capture the massive migration of people that's coming from traditional finance into decentralized finance here. And EazyBot is positioned to capture that and serve those people. Next up, I would like to introduce Breezy and Peter, who is heading up support. They have some exciting announcements about support. And one of the things that I guess you could say magnetically attracted me to EazyBot was the fact that it was distinguishing itself in the marketplace. It was differentiated in the fact that obviously it was putting people first, but also nobody was going to get left behind. Even if a person lost contact with whoever brought them in, they're going to have a home here, a place where they can plant their flag, and they're going to be supported by the community and the infrastructure that's been built out here to not only onboard customers, but bring them into a thriving environment where they can continue to learn and grow and profit from their software. So guys, if you'd just like to share a few words about what's taken place in the background and what's currently available and being launched as of today with the support for the community.
Thank you, Brent. Guys, almost 600 people on the call. This is so exciting. As Vineet said, we just gave birth, so get your cigars ready. This is awesome. And as Coach said, we are in your corner. So it's very important for all of us in the support team. We want to make sure that everyone is taken care of. So we've started a ticketing system. As of today, we'll be going through a ticketing system at support@eazybot.com. So that is your first means of support@eazybot.com. So have that written down somewhere. If you have any issues, please email us first. The second line of support is the support calls that we have at 11 a.m. Eastern, Monday to Friday. It's just a general support call for everyone in the world to participate in and ask their questions. And then your third means of support is the Telegram chats and the people that you know as your uplines. Actually, use your uplines first. And then if you don't get the answers, then use support@eazybot.com. Then we also have our chat in the Telegram as well, where a lot of people are asking questions, and many answers are already being put forth there. There is also going to be a knowledge base where we have the question and answer. And every question pretty much that's been posed to us already on all the calls are put into this knowledge base by Breezy and a few of our team members that are working together to put this together. So ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have full support for every single person in this company. That is one of our mantras of our company. We want to make sure that everyone's taken care of. And I'd love to introduce Breezy to our group here. She is absolutely incredible. I've had the pleasure of working with her for over a year now, or close to a year now. And she has always had my back, and she has always had every single person's back in the community that we started last year. And now we're in EazyBot with Breezy behind all of us. We're in good hands. Breezy, come on in.
Peter, I love you. I want to welcome everybody again, and I have to give special thanks because we've been excited about this from the moment that Mohammed and Coach and David and Vineet and everyone in the background that has supported and produced this amazing product. And we are here as servant leaders, and you hear that a lot, but we are here as servant leaders, and we want to make sure that everybody's taken care of. From past experiences, we were not able to take care of everyone because we were not able to get in touch with the development team. Here, you see them. We're here. We're here on the calls. They're introduced and you know who they are. So we're here just to inform you that we will take care of you. And if you have any issues, bring it up and we'll solve it as quickly as we possibly can. But it's going to be smooth sailing here shortly coming. Thank you.
Thank you, Breezy. I'll go back to Brent. Thank you, Brent.
Wonderful. Thanks so much. That was fantastic. It's great to see. It's great to see how it's all rolled out, and you can hear it in their words. We are putting people first. We're going to have the infrastructure here that everybody needs to take them by the hand, guide them through the experience they need to have to really experience results with this product. And it's very exciting to see, because in this cryptocurrency world, usually there's anonymous websites with here today, flash in the pan, gone tomorrow programs, promise to pay programs where you put a large amount of capital up front that you give away control of, and then they drip feed it back to you over an extended period of time. And usually by that time, they're already gone and sailing to the Bahamas. So here we have something that's going to last long term, and we have the infrastructure in place to support everybody that decides to lock arms with this community. So next up, an exciting announcement. I'm going to bring back in Ken. He's going to share with you something that should really drive home the fact that this core leadership, the values of this core leadership is putting people before money. And it's quite an exciting announcement, my friends. So Ken, would you like to share that, please?
Yes, awesome. Everybody, you guys are incredible. It's such a great team of people that, we just divinely came together. That's the way I look at it. It's been amazing, guys. But yes, everybody, you're on the call right now, and everybody that's come in out of the 26,000 people. Oh, Mohammed is just coming in. So I'm going to go ahead and let's bring Mohammed in. I know he's on the road traveling. He's on his way to the airport. Let's see if he's able to unmute himself and come in. We want to, if you guys don't mind, maybe interview. Do we have Mohammed in the house? One of you guys that are co-hosting with me, if you could find him and ask him to unmute, that would be awesome. Because I'd like to make the announcement when Mohammed's on the call. Got something really special.
Coach.
Is he unmuted?
I'm trying to unmute him.
I'm trying to find him. I can't even find him. I just saw him come in. There he is. I'm going to make him a co-host. Oh, so fast. When people come in, that thing moves. Guys, don't go anywhere. We've got a great announcement that we're going to make here. But I wanted to give Mohammed an opportunity to come in because I'm sure everybody would like to hear from him as much as I would. So, see if that worked. Mohammed, are you in the house, brother? There he is. Ask him to unmute one more time. Okay. While we are waiting for our fearless leader to come in the room.
Can't talk right now, Ken, he just said. So, yeah, we can proceed.
He just typed he can't talk. Okay. Well, guys, listen, what we've decided to do because of the because of the, little challenges that we've had with the exchanges, with Binance and Coinbase Pro. We are going to reset everybody's bot for 1 year starting May 1st. So anybody you bring in right now, and you guys yourselves, when May 1st comes around, we're going to reset all the bots and give everybody 1 year from May 1st. So we wanted to let you guys know that on the call today. We're very excited to be able to do this for you. Again, we will always put you guys before profit. We'll put you before money. You are more important to us than any amount of money that you could ever bring to us, and any money we can make from your hard work and effort. You're more important, guys. And so we wanted to make that announcement. Is there another couple of things we wanted to reveal today, or is this something we're going to reveal on upcoming calls? David?
Hey, Coach. No, that's that's our
Awesome.
big announcement for today. How about we go back to? I know Brent had something that you wanted to share. We've got a really special post that was shared in our community. Brent, you want to do that now, or you want to wrap up our call with that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think now is the perfect time to do that before we segue into the Q&A. So I have a special Founders Club presentation for you all. It's going to take about 3 minutes. We'll hold that till the end of Q&A, so be sure to stick around for that. It'll be just about 10 to 12 minutes of Q&A. But right now, I think you just mentioned money, Ken. So now is a good time to talk about money. And there was a very, very well-written, articulate message written inside the group. Obviously, a person with a lot of wisdom, a lot of experience that has been here, that has taken some hits, that learns from their mistakes, and that has cultivated the discipline to be able to think long term with something like this. I think now is a very important time to paint some realistic expectations and cleanse ourselves of some of the illusory expectations that have been built up because of a lot of the programs that are out there. And there's a lot of programs where you're going to see 1 to 3% a day, and I defy you, find me anything that's still paying 30 to 40% a month after 10 years. It doesn't exist. I mean, look, everybody in the world would be doing it if they could. And as Warren Buffett says, the financial markets are a device used to transfer money from the impatient to the patient. And we're here for the long term. So to help paint that picture, we're going to read out this. I'm going to share my screen and read this message for you. One thing, before we get into Q&A, I can see lots of comments coming in about what's the daily return for this. First of all, if you're trying to hone in on what can be achieved in any one day, you're looking at too narrow a window of time to get a realistic expectation of what can happen in the market. You need to zoom out, because no 2 days in the markets are the same. This bot is obviously going to be dependent, as you'll hear, based on volatility in the markets. If the market's completely flat, it's not possible necessarily to be generating profits. But if you zoom out and take a vantage point perspective and look at larger intervals of time, 30 days, not every quarter, for example, then you're going to start to see the averages and the law of averages play their part, and you'll see what this can produce. There are a lot of variables at play. Which coins did you choose? When did you turn on the bot? The default parameters, keep in mind, are programmed and designed to withstand that 60% market crash and still make a profit. So obviously the strategy isn't front loaded. We could launch this company that will blow the roof off everyone's minds and make money faster up front. But then what would happen when the market fell? Would you have the breathing room and the equity to withstand that drop? And in most cases you wouldn't. So as I've said, many of you may have heard me say, everyone's a genius in a bull run when the market is going up, and that's what a lot of bots do. But we want to be prepared to withstand all market conditions. If you're a more advanced user, by all means, go in there, tinker around, run simultaneous parallel strategies and play around and find something that works. And if you do find something that works and you can prove over an extended period of time that you're outperforming the out-of-box customized strategy, then there's an opportunity for you as well. And we're casting such a wide net into the marketplace that we're attracting a lot of talent and a lot of people that might come up with something very powerful. And you have the potential to earn an override commission if someone decides to download your particular strategy. So by all means, but just like any investment portfolio, perhaps you would put 60% of your trading capital that you can afford to lose into the out-of-box settings that you don't have to manage, that you don't have to look at. Then you can use the other 40% for intermediate, conservative, and more aggressive strategies. So with that said, $600 USDT is the recommended capital per trading coin. That is not pulled out of the air. That is mathematically calculated it's fully optimized to withstand that market crash. Because if people are running aggressively and then the market falls, look, everybody's going to be stuck. And this is designed to avoid that and to sidestep that issue. So it doesn't matter if the market's going up or going down, as David said. So let me share my screen here. Can you see this message?
Yes.
Yes, we can, Brent.
I apologize in advance. I'm about to say this person's name. Shah Chowdhury. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Thank you for this message. Clearly it comes from a place of wisdom and experience. So I'll read it out for you. Hi, folks. Here's a quick refresher and overview of what to expect and how to set our mindset for EazyBot trading. Oh, okay. We have a blown up version of it. Thanks, Ken. We're still seeing the screen? You're seeing your David's screen now, or Ken's screen?
I think it's David's screen.
Yeah. So always remember, the bot is objectively trading and taking out of the equation greed, anger, happiness, impatience, overtrading, lack of risk management, and fear of missing out. So a robot never gets tired. It's never late for work. It doesn't demand a pay raise. It doesn't get greedy and fearful. It's just executing what it was programmed to do. And this is one of the biggest stumbling blocks for traders in their journey to become a proficient trader. It's cultivating that elite level of emotional discipline where they don't involve their emotions in their trading. Because when the market's going up, everyone's in a state of euphoria and they have selective cognitive bias and nothing can go wrong. And when the market's going down, everyone's fearful, everyone's selling. The bot does not do this. The bot is a quantitative trading strategy based on mathematics and numbers. And it's just going to do that day in, day out, even while you're asleep. And that's the leverage point, because if you value time, you can purchase time by simply paying that service fee and that performance fee to the bot. That's what we're doing here. His second point, the usual mantra for success in trading, patience and process, still apply in us. We're required to not forget trading. It's not a science, it's a numerical form of art. And like any art, both artists and patrons need to exhibit patience. And this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. We will only get a return on our investment that's directly proportional to the amount of trading capital we're using and how volatile the market happens to be. So a person coming in with the minimum, and keep in mind that is a minimum of 600, obviously people will be using less than that. But if they're coming in with less than that and they expect to get rich overnight, then maybe this is not for them, or else they need to adjust their perspective and adjust their expectations. But if you extrapolate out, if you extend out over time and go to thecalculatorsite.com and look at what even 5% per month can do over 36 months, even on 1,000, especially if you contribute to it monthly, if you make additional contributions, if you cut back that cup of coffee or cut back whatever it is and set aside even an extra 100 or 200 per month and contribute to it over time, that's when you really start to see the power of compound interest and exponential growth, which we'll touch more on. I'll show you an example of it in the presentation at the end of the Q&A, so stick around for that. Now, number 4, if you disagree with the bot's strategy or execution, remember point number 1, and the bot doesn't operate with our human emotional drawbacks. So it's only natural that our fundamental disagreement with the bot is rooted in our own shortcomings as traders. So if you've notice that feeling of impatience building up within yourself. If based on your expectations, trades aren't being opened and closed fast enough, then keep in mind that's your own emotional involvement, and analyze, look back in time, see how your own financial decisions in the past may have got you to where you are today. If you're currently not in a financial place that you're happy with, maybe it's time to leverage technology, artificial intelligence, and a proven strategy to do a lot of the heavy lifting for you, so that you can remove that human emotion from those decisions. Finally, a good trader feels happy on a profitable trade, but a great trader doesn't feel anything. Now, it's not that you're completely cold and mechanical robot, and it's obviously difficult to achieve that, but a proficient trader doesn't get excited when they have a win. They don't fall into a pit of despair if they have a trading loss. They're looking at their averages. They know what they're capable of. They trust their trading strategy over an extended period of time. They know that they're going to be profitable. And you can trust that this will as well, because this is spot trading. We're not using leverage here. We're not borrowing money from a broker. We're simply purchasing a real-time settlement of different cryptocurrencies. So worst case scenario, you're left holding cryptocurrency, which most people are doing anyway. But with this strategy, if you allocate the correct amount of capital, you can withstand pretty much any market condition. So as he mentions, let's all strive to maintain a strong, sustainable trader's mindset. Even though we're using software here, there is still going to be people that come along, they'll put in $1,000 and they'll go in and set it to enter the first trade with the whole amount, $1,000. Sometimes you can't fix stupid, but what we're doing here, the majority of people, we've it set up to be one click, simple, and 99% of people are going to be using the out-of-box strategy. So if you want to see consistent returns, I suggest that you deviate away from or stray away from the out-of-box settings only in proportion to the amount of experience that you have as a trader. If you don't have an extended amount of experience under your belt as a trader, then maybe you're not qualified for that 1% a day. Maybe you have to leverage technology to do it for you. There is going to be people that come in here and they'll be able to put the bot making 1 to 3% a day, whatever the case may be, because of their abilities. But that's going to be proportional to how much they have to manage the bot. They're going to be doing their own technical analysis. They're predicting then that the market's about to fall 10% and hit support, whatever the case may be. So trust the strategy, my friends. I hope that brought some clarity and expectations to just clear the palette because there's a lot of garbage out there. There's a lot of things that pay you for 200 business days and you have to be investing along the way. And then look what's happening to them. They're dropping like flies. They're falling left and right. And a lot of people are getting hurt. So we have something here that's here for the long term, that's going to be here for decades to come. And I suggest you cultivate that long-term mindset as was described in this post. So with that said, now is a good time to dive into Q&A before the short presentation. We'll do about 10 minutes of Q&A. Breezy, perhaps, and Peter, you can feed us those questions and then we'll see who's the best one to answer.
So we actually have a lot of members in the Telegram, in the chat right now that's answering questions. So that is amazing.
Perfect.
We're not taking hands right now. If you could please put your question in the chat, we'd greatly appreciate it. We are not taking hands right now. One main question that I'm seeing right now is, could we please get a status on Coinbase Pro?
David?
Yeah, sure thing. Coinbase Pro is still in its final stages of development. So we don't have an exact, I don't want to commit to an exact day and then maybe not achieve that day. So I will tell you that we are 99% there. We've got some final details that Mohammed wants to get dialed in. He's doing testing every single day, going back and forth with developers, bot's trading fantastically. But again, before we deliver Coinbase, it's a little bit more challenging. Just dealing with their technology. They're not open for support 24/7. So we've got to work within some confined parameters, but it is, we're right around the corner from that. So hopefully within the next week. But again, once we have better clarity, we'll give you an exact date. Good question.
And just to confirm that we are looking at Kraken and at FTX.
Yeah, we'll add additional exchanges. The next exchange that's coming online will be FTX. We don't have a commitment on Kraken just yet. Kraken is primarily a solution for U.S. customers, and there are some other solutions for the U.S. that we're looking at as well. So no commitment on Kraken being the next exchange behind FTX. We are committed to FTX as the very next one that's coming online, and we'll continue to add more and more exchanges here in the near future. One thing that I want to say before we answer any other questions, Coach asked a question and I totally missed the setup, so I apologize for that, Coach. But there is another big announcement for today, and of course, today is our launch day, and I want to talk about what that means and why we're celebrating today. So we've had a scaled rollout and what we call a scale launch. We had a pre-launch event February 24th here in Dubai. It was an amazing event. Hopefully, you guys have seen that. There's videos of that event online. And over the last few weeks, we've done a scaled approach to our launch. And part of the reason we've done that is that our growth has been just absolutely explosive. It's been phenomenal. We crossed 25,000 numbers. And so really that growth has been faster than we anticipated. And so we've been putting together resources to support that growth, to make sure that we're supporting our members that are coming from all over the world. We've got folks in Africa, in Asia, all over the world. And so in Europe. And so we want to make sure that we have the resources technologically and support human resources to be able to grow with you and grow with your teams, for those of you who are sharing EazyBot with others. And so we're taking a scaled approach in terms of how we're rolling EazyBot out. So we first gave EazyBot access to trading to our national directors. One of the special things about EazyBot is that there are national directors. The purpose of that role is to help support these various regions. And so you've got somebody who understands your region, your language, your culture, and they're there to support you and help do calls in your language if there is a different language. But that's our first layer. So those of about 50 or so of our national directors were the first to get access to trading in EazyBot. And then we rolled out access to our advanced and VIP members. And today, our launch day, everybody now has access to trade in EazyBot. So even our free members, congratulations to you. Access to EazyBot is absolutely free. All you've got to do is fund your exchange and you can start trading today. Now, real quick, because it probably is going to come up in the question, so let me just address it. In the scaling of our launch, we are limiting our VIP members to 10 coins, our advanced package members to 2 coins, our 2 bots, and our VIP members to 1. That is a temporary limit, again, managing the scale and the resources associated with scaling our growth. You'll see those limits start to decrease as early as next week. So we just want to make sure that we can support everybody and have a clean, seamless experience as best as possible. All right, Breezy, back to you.
David, you mentioned free members. It's free members to 1. You said VIP members to 1. Free members to 1.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I know this was a concern for quite a few people, not necessarily just here in the chat, but also around. So if they're not able to fund $600 for a coin and they only have, let's say, $200, what is your recommendation? Is it to start trading or try to build up to 600?
Yeah, that's a fantastic question. And here, I think it's important, and Brent touched on this just a little bit. I want to go a little deeper in why the $600 matters. You know, $600 is not a minimum required amount to participate in EazyBot. It's a minimum recommended amount. And so understand why that recommendation comes about. The idea behind EazyBot is that we know, or we believe at least, that most users want a consistent experience. They want to see EazyBot working for them no matter what's happening in the market, whether it's up or down. They don't want to look at the market to figure out, well, it's up, so it's performing well, and it's down, that's why it's not. They want a consistent experience, and they don't want to have to think about it or worry about it. And so the brilliance of the strategy, our one-click default strategy that works in the background for you, that strategy is designed to work in a 50% or more decline in the market. We're prepared for the kind of volatility that we've seen in the crypto markets. Now, if you have less than $600, EazyBot will still work for you. However, you won't be able to use the default strategy because that default strategy requires $600 to keep performing in that kind of volatility. So guys, if you want to start with less, you can absolutely do so. You simply have to uncheck where it says default strategy, and you'll be able to start with as little as you like. Of course, the exchanges will require you to open a trade with at least $10, but you can start with less than the 600. Again, keep in mind that you are using your own strategy at that point, and you're welcome to use EazyBot. I've seen a number of people already using it with less and having a fantastic experience.
Perfect.
Just to,
and we
just
do
to add to that as well,
Sorry.
David, Bernard made a great point in the chat there. And on most calls, especially in the crypto world, you'll see them talk about the product, if it exists at all, for about 90 seconds. And then they'll spend 40 minutes on a rewards plan. Here, it's the other way around. This is a product-driven company. And we haven't really even spoken about the rewards plan. But if you're a person that maybe does not have the necessary trading capital to put in your account, the rewards plan is very lucrative here, and it's wide open for a free member. A VIP member and a free member gets the exact same access, and you can refer one VIP member. There's your $400 commission. Bingo, one customer, you've got your $600 if you only have $200 right now. So if you roll up the sleeves and invest some sweat equity and actually share this with people, in fact, if you believe in it and you see it working, it's almost your ethical and moral obligation to do so, because we have something very powerful here. Then you can make some quite significant commissions just on a two-tier affiliate system. So utilize that to build up your trading account. It really eliminates any excuses. It eliminates financial barriers to entry, and people in countries all over the world can share this with others and earn those commissions.
Got
it. A good question also is, if you're in the US but currently cannot trade, will you see your commission from your referrals?
Yeah, absolutely. So of course there are two commissions, and we're not going to do a deep dive into our affiliate program today. It's really what we want to do is introduce EazyBot, the product, to the world. Join us on another call. We do calls all throughout the week, actually at least once a day, and we'll do a deep dive into how the affiliate program works. We do a special call on Saturdays, 11 a.m. Eastern, specifically for those who are interested in the affiliate program. So I'm not going to do a deep dive into that answer right this moment. The short answer to that question is yes, you absolutely can. There are two different phases or sections of our affiliate program. There's the opportunity to earn off of the subscriptions or the package sales, and then there's the opportunity to earn off of the software subscription fees for those that you have introduced and referred to EazyBot. And you will see both of those in your back office. What you're seeing right now immediately are the commissions on the package sales. We are doing some manual audits on the software service fees. As we get confidence in those, and as we go through a couple of weeks and we gain confidence in automating, after we've been through a few audits, then you'll see those software service fees start to show up immediately. So yes, the short answer is yes, we'll see both of those.
Now the question we have is, when can we access the back testing data and where?
We'll publish a link to that. So how about we spend just a couple of minutes and we talk about that. Why don't we go to the next question? Let me pull that data up, and I'll spend just a few minutes going through it with everybody, and then we'll post a link to it.
David, do you want to touch upon what people need to have in their Binance account in order for the trading to be, set up properly?
Yeah, absolutely. Good question. So again, we've got a lot of folks that are going to access EazyBot today for the first time. So welcome to our free members. You've got one bot today. Again, we're going to give you access to both bots here in the near future. One of the things that you need to know, and this is only for Binance right now. So if you're waiting on Coinbase, thank you for your patience. We appreciate you. This is for our Binance users. In order to use Binance, you've got to have BNB. BNB is Binance's coin. You've got to have a little bit of BNB in your Binance account. Now, Binance is the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world, and they're very proud of their coin that they've released. They've driven that coin, the value of that coin, to be the number 3 valued cryptocurrency behind Bitcoin and Ethereum. I believe it's number three or number four. And so they would prefer that you use their coin for trading fees. And in exchange for doing so, they give you a 25% discount. So let me tell you what trading fees are for those of you who are new to crypto. So every time you buy or sell a crypto on an exchange, they're going to charge you a very small fee. It's almost not noticeable at all. In most cases, or in Binance, it's generally 0.1%. So again, not noticeable. But if you use their BNB coin to pay those trading fees, it's 0.75%. So, or 0.075%. And so they give you a 25% discount if you use BNB. So as of right now with EazyBot, you've got to have a little bit of BNB. $5 will cover you. Go ahead and put $20 in there, and it's a good coin to hold anyway. So that's the first and most important thing. The second thing is that you want to double check and make sure that your settings are turned on to use BNB for your trading fees. We'll have a video published, so look for that link in your back office. We'll have that going out within the next 24 hours so you can see exactly how to set all of this up. We've already posted that in our Telegram room. So if you're not in our Telegram room, go ahead and join us there. But we want to make sure that you can see visually how to do that. Brent has an amazing video that will walk you through it as well. Go to your profile image, click on dashboard, scroll down on that page and look for trading fees, and there's a hyperlink there. You want to switch that on to use BNB and save that 25%. Great question, Peter. Thank you.
Just to give everybody a heads up too, our funnel system will have all the training videos in it as well, and that's very close to launch. We'll have another big extravaganza for that. That's going to be free to everybody. So, get ready to have some tools in your hands, things that we never had. We got to paint the Mona Lisa, guys, with what we're creating here. Everything that we wanted, we've created. And you guys get to be a part of all of that, where you don't have to create your own. There are some incredible marketers that have come on board with us. We'll be also gleaning from those guys, but we will have our funnel system up in the next few days here, guys. Okay.
All right, Breezy, what else you got?
Can you please let us know about the different languages for the presentations, and will that also be available for the website?
Good question. So we don't have a focus on language translations for the website now. My recommendation is Google Chrome does a great job of doing language translations. We do have language translations for presentations. So we will publish and get you guys a direct contact to your national directors. And so for those who are doing translations or presentations rather in various languages, we do have approved presentations right now in English, Spanish, French, and maybe there's one more I don't remember off the top of my head. But we do have a couple of approved translated versions of the EazyBot presentation that you saw here today.
Guys, thank you again for your patience as we are launching, and we're growing and we're going to evolve into something. It's already something beautiful, guys, but where we're evolving is going to be, it's going to blossom something spectacular. And this is all right around the corner. So, if you see that there might be a few things that you have some challenges with, trust me, you're doing way better than what we started with. And we just appreciate your patience.
All right, Breezy, I'm going to jump
by the
into,
way, real quick too, Mohammed, he had a flight schedule change. That's why he's not here, guys. He's was on his way to the airport. It's not that he didn't want to or try to be here. He wanted to be here very badly, but it is what it is. He's flying back to Dubai and had a flight schedule change on his flight. Go ahead, David.
All right, so let's jump into back testing. Let me give you guys a little bit of context on what I'm going to share with you. So far, we've done back testing on 3 different coins. We will complete back testing on all of the coins available in EazyBot. Part of the reason we paused on the back testing at where we were was that it's just incredibly data intensive to be able to pull the results. What I'm going to show you is a compilation of over 4 million data points. And so again, it's resource intense, and we just shifted resource focus to some other things. And as we get into full scale launch, we get everything dialed in. We'll come back and give you guys an analysis on everything that is in EazyBot available for you to trade. So let me give you, let's go through a couple things. I want to start with some notes on backtesting to establish context for you. So again, what I just mentioned, this data represents the initial and incomplete backtesting results for EazyBot's technical capabilities. And the backtesting, for those of you who might not know what backtesting is, let me just jump down here because we actually define that. So backtesting assesses the viability of a trading strategy by discovering how it would play out using historical data. Backtesting simulates a trading strategy using this historical data to generate results and analyze risk and profitability before risking any actual capital. A well-conducted backtest that yields positive results assures traders that the strategy is fundamentally sound and is likely to produce or yield profits when implemented in reality. So that's what backtesting is. That's what we've done here. And some other notes that are important. So EazyBot, we have the backtesting we used was against 1 minute candles. Now, EazyBot, from a technological standpoint, its software is programmed to read and respond to the market every single second. This high-speed performance allows EazyBot to execute against more opportunities and open and close trades and profit. However, the results that we're going to show you here, we can only access 1 minute historical candles. What this means is that for each minute we are backtesting, there are 59 opportunities EazyBot could have executed against, but they're unaccounted for in these results. So we believe that EazyBot's real world performance will therefore produce even more profitable trades as a result. Second thing, auto compounding. We talked about auto compounding in the presentation, an absolutely enormous feature in EazyBot. It does not, these backtesting results do not take into consideration auto compounding. They're literally just taking the profit on each closed trade with no consideration for compounding those profits. So the results here don't consider that. The other thing is Bitcoin and Ethereum. So of the 3 coins that were tested, 2 of them are Bitcoin and Ethereum. Those were chosen intentionally. Here's what you should know about Bitcoin and Ethereum. Of the 3 coins presented here, Bitcoin and Ethereum do not generally perform as well as other altcoins due to their comparatively low volatility. EazyBot performs best when there is a lot of volatility, a lot of movement up and down. So EazyBot looks for that movement between 1% and 5% every single day that most coins will have, whereas Bitcoin and Ethereum tend to be a little bit more or a lot more stable. Bitcoin, when it does move, can move in major ways, but on a day-to-day basis isn't particularly volatile. So we know that we tested 2 of the least volatile coins that are in the portfolio, and we'll present those results to you as well. So in summary, we're happy to see that even during a tough year, these results run from January 1st through there have some different dates. We'll identify those as we go through them. 2021 was a particularly tough year for crypto. And without the benefit of some of the core features that are included in EazyBot, these results indicate that EazyBot is capable and reliable for generating passive profits in crypto markets. I want to come back to something that Brent said and what we read in terms of establishing proper context. We know that there are hundreds of millions of folks that are coming into crypto many for the first time or all for the first time in the next few months. Their access to financial services looks like traditional markets, banking. You've got money in a bank account right now. It's costing you for it to be parked there because you're not keeping up with the rate of inflation. Crypto is an opportunity, especially if you're trading with a tool that's generating passive income for you, is an opportunity for you to do better than what most people are currently seeing. So let's jump into the results and let's actually talk about what we are seeing here. All right, let's get my screen back down. Okay. All right, so the first thing we're going to look at is Aave. Aave, we did back testing through July 15th of 2021. January 1st of 2021 through July 15th of 2021. For the 6.5 months, the capital invested was $600. We saw a monthly profit of $53.35, average monthly profit, I should say. And so the approximate total profit was $346.78. From $600, EazyBot was able to generate an additional $346.78. That's a monthly profit, average profit of 8.89%. Now I'm going to take you to the sheet here, and I'm going to actually show you how much data is involved. When I tell you there's a lot of data, there are a lot of data points. Okay, so you guys, these are all buys and sells. These are all buys and sells, buys and sells, buys and sells. Now let's look at how many buys and sells happened with Aave in this 6.5 month period. Every single thing here is a buy and sell. And we ended up with just over 3,059 buys and sells to take us to these numbers. Okay, keep that in mind because it's going to matter here in just a minute. Go back to our summary. There we go. All right, so that's Aave's results. And the next up is Ethereum. So our backtesting results for Ethereum. This was run from January 1st of 2021 through July 30th. So a full 7 months. Again, $600 in capital. The average monthly profit, $27.40. Total profit in that 7 month period, $191.80 on a $600 initial capital investment. Average monthly profit of 4.5%. Now, remember we talked about volatility, the difference. Remember, we had 3,000 trades, 3,059 trades in Aave. Here in Ethereum, again, a lot less volatility. Hence, we have a little bit less, lower performance. So volatility really does matter. We did just over 2,000, or would have done just over 2,000 results. Again, based on 1 minute candles. We were in a real world scenario. We would have had a lot more activity because EazyBot's looking at the market every single second. All right, but just based on what we could test, still a lot less volatility in Ethereum. All right, last up is Bitcoin. Bitcoin was tested through August 19th of 2021. So just about 7.5 months, same thing, capital of $600. We know Bitcoin had an interesting story, hit some highs and hit some lows. It was a rocky road for Bitcoin. But still, what we saw with EazyBot's performance was that it could consistently produce a monthly profit, a monthly return, $14.18 on average, approximate total profit of $108.76, average monthly return of 2.36%. Now, some people would look at that and say, well, that's not really impressive. We can have that discussion. Before we do, I just want to take you to the sheet like we've done with the others. Remember, with Aave, we started with over 3,000 trades. And with Ethereum, we were down to just over 2,000. And here with Bitcoin, again, guys, see the volatility really does make a difference. So we tested 2 of the least volatile coins to give some sense of what our most conservative likely results might be. And that's what you're seeing in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So 2.3%, 2.36%, let's just round that down, if you will, to 2%. And let's say that we did that. That's all you did. You traded Bitcoin in this scenario when you only got 2% for an entire year. That's 24% for the month, guys. If you did that in any other market, you had a fabulous, stellar year. It's all passive. And you could start with as little as $600 using a default strategy. Guys, if you auto compounded this, your results would be even better than that. But this is our effort to be transparent with you. We're not going to come out here and tell you that you're going to make 30, 40, 50%. What we are going to tell you is that we are confident, and these results show that EazyBot will perform in an up market and in a down market, and you can expect consistent positive results passively. Look for more volatile coins. We definitely have some in the portfolio. Even if you pick ones that are pretty stable like Bitcoin and Ethereum, you're going to get to see some stable, consistent returns. So hopefully that's helpful. I'll post that link in the chat for those of you who would like to dive into that a little bit more.
That was perfect, David. Thanks. And it's especially worth re-emphasizing again that that was the average in a year and during a period of time when the market fell 50%, when every other crypto trading bot that I was personally using, it was making nothing for the 4 months that followed that crash. So this is the averages when you take into consideration that drop. And I just was about to cut to the Founders Club presentation, wrap it up, but I see Mohammed's hand is raised. He is in the building. He must have got through security.
All right.
Welcome, Mohammed. Can you hear us?
Hello, hi, Brent. Yes, I can hear you and see you.
Awesome.
I
Well, come on in, brother.
Trying to put on my video. It says disabled by the host.
Coach, you have to host, co-host Mohammed.
Hello, hi guys. So we're here at the airport. Sorry for being late. It's been a little bit of drama here at the security gate.
That's all right, brother. We understand.
Looks like I missed the event. So I hope that you guys had a good time. I have just a few words here to say to the team. First of all, I want to thank you very much for being around even during the tough times. Right now, we are working hard to get everything resolved. We're facing some technical issues, but we are on top of it. We will get it resolved, all of them, and we will be moving on. So I think you guys have announced that we're giving additional time for the VIPs and the advanced members. Was this announced already or not yet?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, good. Yeah, so this is just as a compensation for the things that we're going through right now. We're not giving full power to the advanced and VIP to trade with Bitcoin and 20. So this is as a part of the compensation. And if we have even to extend that more, we will do that. We just want to make sure that we provide the perfect product to everyone. The bot is working fine, but the things around the bot are the things that we're working on at the moment, like the withdrawals, for example. I just want to also open some transparency here. We had issues with the withdrawals. We have issued some of the withdrawals, but some of them we noticed that there's some cases that need a little bit of investigation. Because some people started withdrawing even more than what they have. And there was a glitch in the system, and the system was enabling them to withdraw more than they have. So we disabled the withdrawals now. I'm on my way to Dubai right now. Once I reach there, I'm going to start working on that together with David, and we will get it done as soon as possible, and we'll open the gate for withdrawal one more time. So guys, just bear with us. We're going just through growing pain, which we will go through very fast. We just need your patience here, and I appreciate you all, guys. I appreciate you all.
We appreciate you, brother, in a huge way. Thank you for everything that you've done, Mohammed, to serve the community before we even started this bot, figuring out how to customize it to withstand a 50+% drop in the market. And guys, we believe that we're going to see it sustain even more than that. But Brent, come on back in, brother.
I'm back. Thanks for those words, Mohammed. Obviously, we really appreciate you. It's an honor to work with you all. And guys, we are in a startup fintech company, financial technology company. Of course, it's not going to be a perfectly smooth road or a smooth launch pad as we take off here. That's inevitable. That's just technology, because there's multiple factors, people that we're working with, companies, third parties for integration that's outside of our control. So having said that, I've been involved in launches for over 15 years. It's perhaps one of the smoothest I've been involved in. And if ever there was a team that can take us all the way, it's this team that you've met today, because we're just at the starting line right now. This is just the beginning. We have a very prosperous future together. So for those of you that resonated with today's message, we're excited to lock arms with you, help you build some long-term generational wealth for you and your family, something that you can trust, something that you can plant your flag in, that you can feel good, honestly, at the core of your being, with actually sharing it with others. If you can't share it with your grandmother, you shouldn't be sharing it. So this is a solid project. You can visit the offices in Dubai. You can shake hands with the owners. They're not going anywhere. Everything that we need to take this all the way and impact the world is already in place. So what I'm going to share with you right now, obviously we haven't spoken too much about a rewards plan here, because once people fall in love with the product, it's going to be they're going to naturally, organically share it with others. And that viral component is going to take care of itself for those of you that are building a team here. What you're actually selling is an income producing asset that can serve people that work for them around the clock passively, no matter what their experience level. If they're a complete beginner, they just use the out-of-box settings. If they're more experienced, obviously they can dive in and tinker around. However, we have a very lucrative rewards plan. There was comments there about the trading capital required for each coin. But again, as mentioned, even free members, you can go out there and you can earn from the rewards plan to build up the trading capital in your account, because there's very generous commissions. But there's one time sensitive aspect to the compensation plan to help reward the people who are responsible for building the foundation and were there at the beginning, and that is the Founders Club. So I'm going to share my screen here and help you understand what it is, why you may want to take action right now to take advantage of this. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. So Founders Club is quite a lucrative, time-sensitive opportunity for those of you that want to share EazyBot with others. And what exactly is the Founders Club? Well, this is where the company is going to share 5% of total company top-line gross revenue for with the people who qualify. So what exactly is going to be going into this pool? Well, all around the world, tens of thousands and eventually millions of EazyBots are going to be analyzing the market 24/7, entering and exiting trades and closing trades in profit. And every time that they do so, a certain percentage of that is going to go into this revenue pool, specifically 5% of the service fees that are charged. Now, this pool is elastic. This pool can expand and grow over time, because purely by the nature of the product, you've learned about auto compounding, which we'll talk about here in a second. We'll touch on it again. But over time, this is incredibly powerful, because the amount of people that can get into this pool is finite. Therefore, your share in this pool is going to continue to grow. So for every advanced and VIP member, when they pay their annual subscription, 5% of that is going to go into the pool as well, which is about $12.50 for an advanced and just shy of $50 for a VIP. So all around the world, as people are upgrading from their free membership, it's going to be feeding into this pool too. Now, the power of this is that only 1,000 people will ever qualify. Therefore, it's not going to dilute over time. 4 years from now, there's going to be more and more people joining this pool that's going to dilute your share. So those of you that take action now and actually qualify, it's going to be quite significant over time, especially as people's trading accounts grow. So let's briefly touch on the power of compound interest. As Albert Einstein said, it's the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who does not ends up paying it. That blue line that you see down there on the right-hand side, that represents linear growth. That's where you have a fixed amount of capital being utilized in your trading over an extended period of time, and that's 99% of the crypto bots out there. However, the red line represents exponential compounded growth. And to put it simply, that's where the money that your money is earning you more money. And its effect compounding on itself over time is how people create wealth over an extended period of time. So you hit that tipping point, that singularity, that moment when you go into exponential growth, where, especially if you look at what can happen, again, go to the calculatorsite.com, look at the daily interest calculator and play around with the numbers. Look what can happen once you start to hit that 24, 36 month mark, especially with the kind of returns we can do here. It's quite significant. So again, that's going to be feeding into the pool. Just imagine hundreds of thousands of people's trading accounts growing over time. This is retirement income, in my personal opinion. So how do you qualify for the Founders Club? The first requirement is that you build a 3x3 structure, 3x2 structure, where you personally refer 3 people, and each of those also refer 3 active users of the bot. Now, obviously, it's in your best interest to go as wide as possible here to statistically increase your chance of finding 3 people who resonate with this market, with this company, this message, this vision, and want to share it with others. When you do so, that is the first requirement. The second requirement is that everybody in this structure must be utilizing a paid version of the software. So it doesn't matter if it's VIP or advanced or how they fall, as long as they're using a paid version. Now, I saw mentioned in the chat earlier about the fact that Binance.com is available right now and Coinbase Pro is not available. So are the people that can use Binance.com at a strategic advantage? Are they getting an early mover's advantage? Well, the company has thought of that as well, and we'll dive into that here in a second. So this requirement is that everybody is utilizing the minimum recommended amount of 600 USDT in their exchange, in their crypto exchange. Again, if you're just tuning into the call, one of the beautiful things about EazyBot is that your trading capital, your trading funds stay 100% in your own control inside your own crypto exchange. EazyBot has no ability to get their hands on that capital. You're simply binding to your exchange with an API connection for the bot to work. So obviously, as we roll out crypto exchanges here, we want to make sure that we've leveled the playing field, given everyone an equal opportunity. And so you were able to pre-qualify right now for the Founders Club without that trading requirement. So up until April 30th, you can secure your Founders Club position in the structure simply by getting those people to upgrade to advanced or VIP. And the trading capital requirement will be withheld until May 1st. And as of May 1st, everybody will be required to have the minimum of 600 USDT to qualify for the Founders Club. So by May 1st, if you hadn't achieved that, then you would lose your spot in the Founders Club. But you can pre-qualify right now by getting the 12 people in that structure and have them utilizing a paid version of the software. So this is very fair because there's certain countries that neither Binance.com or Coinbase Pro works for them. So we're working on getting the third exchange up and running here so that those countries can also have an opportunity to qualify, but they can be working towards it right now by getting the 12 people to lock in their paid membership. So an action plan for you right now, if you see the long-term potential of this Founders Club, is obviously to focus on helping 3 of your directs achieve Founders Club. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, if you understand what I just shared, your own Founders Club position is going to be locked in. You're going to secure yours by default as a byproduct of simply helping 3 of your directs run for Founders Club as well. So one of the beautiful things about this industry, affiliate marketing, referral-based, peer-to-peer marketing, whatever you want to call it, is that you can only really succeed to the extent that you help others succeed, which is usually in direct opposite to what usually happens in a corporate world, where with this model, the more you reach down and help people up, take them with you, lead by example, step into your role as a leader, the more you win as a byproduct of that. So the more you serve, the more you contribute, the more you grow as a person, the more you're going to benefit others. And in case I didn't mention it, the other requirement is that you yourself are a VIP member. So speaking of leading by example, you yourself must have skin in the game. These founders, these are very lucrative spots long-term. If you think again, long-term, think 10 years, 20 years down the road, this position is going to be incredibly powerful. So you yourself need to be showing your own I guess you could say, a commitment to this project by being a VIP member, because people will do what you do and not what you say. So if you want others to be VIP, you yourself must be VIP. So prepare right now, Binance.com or Coinbase Pro, with the minimum of 600. Ideally, if it's possible for you, you should be thinking 3,000 to 5,000 in trading capital if you really want to fully experience what this bot can do and get the diversity over multiple coins. Because on some days when coins are flat, others are going to be making moves, even based on news events or whatever happens to be happening in the crypto space. So have your 995 ready, send it, pay for your VIP membership, lock that in, and then get to work helping others. And once we post the recording of this presentation, share it with others so that they too know what to do to hit the ground and lock in their own Founders Club position. So hopefully that was clear, my friends. Just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to this compensation plan. That Founders Club is not designed for you to sit back, relax, put up your feet when you achieve it. You should continually be sharing EazyBot with others, because once you fully grasp the power of the rewards plan and the fact that that compound interest is kicking in over an extended period of time, those of you that reach a certain amount of income here, that's just going to continue to grow, even if people aren't necessarily joining your organization. So let me see. Hopefully that made sense, my friends. We're going to wrap it up here. We really appreciate your time. Hop into the chats and Telegram if you still have questions. Of course, you will have many questions, but the knowledge base is being built out right now. Eventually, you'll have a live bot that you can interact with to get your questions answered inside the back office. You've got email support. Renee just reposted the links to those groups. Get plugged in, stay in the loop. We are excited to work with you. We hope you resonated with today's message. We hope you see the value of EazyBot as something that you can plant your flag with, that's going to work for you long term. Coach Ken, tune in there again, my friend. Thank you very much for your time.
Blessing.
I'll hand you the mic.
Thank you. Thank you, Brent. You did a phenomenal job. Brent is also the national director over the British Isles. He's over Ireland, and that's my island. But Ireland, Wales, Scotland, and Great Britain. And it's an honor to have you, brother. You do such a phenomenal job every time. And we're just grateful, bro. You're a true servant leader, guys. So with that, we're going to go ahead and call it a day. We've been on for an hour and 45 minutes. We went a little longer today because this is our national, this is our international grand opening. And at this point, all the free members can begin to trade. So we're excited for you guys. Have fun, learn about this space. If somebody invited you here and you've never been involved in crypto, guys, I was driving my kids to school today. Our U.S. congressman down here in this area was on the radio on a local talk show and was talking about crypto. And, guys, where this is going, full adoption's coming, and we are ahead of the trend. J. Paul Getty said, if you want to become wealthy, find an emerging mega trend and get ahead of that trend. That's what our goal is to help everybody that comes on board with EazyBot get ahead of that trend. Because where this is getting ready to go, guys, put your seatbelts on, because we're going to the moon. And we're so thankful and grateful to have you all here. We had almost 600 people on the call, guys. Well done. Well done. Let's go build together. Have a great rest of your day. And we love you more than Bitcoin and pizza combined.
Friends, this is an amazing opportunity I have ever seen. We are at the forefront right now. It would be best if you got in now, before the snowball effects happens. We have left our sign-up link in the description box below, and instructions to get you started immediately. We would like you to be part of our team, and will work with you closely as needed. We will provide you training and marketing materials to maximize your success. Thanks for taking a time out to watch this video presentation. We look forward to working with you.
Thanks.